Hi Capricorn, thanks for tuning into my channel. This will be a reading entitled What Do They Regret? And it will be a love reading, having a look to see what this person is regretting about you in the upcoming month, about your connection here Capricorn, whether you were together or not, whether you almost worked out between the both of you. Maybe you were married, maybe you're now out of touch as exes, maybe you're still in touch but you're just curious to see what this person is regretting about you and your connection. Then this reading could be helpful for you. Now, it is just a reminder here, this is a general reading. It will be a 3-card spread, and hopefully there is something here that'll give you a little bit of insight. Otherwise, this is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 3 different cards to see what they are regretting. Okay, Capricorn, what do they regret? Okay, wow, all chalices. This is highly emotional here, Capricorn. Let's kick the reading off with the 4 of chalices. This is the 4 of cups. This person is really suffering or going through some sort of loss here, Capricorn. You almost have a very strong emotional hold over this person, and it doesn't necessarily matter how long it's been since you've contacted them, how long it's been since you've been in touch, slept together, been intimate. But I feel like with the 4 of chalices here, you can see this figure and he's almost looking out, meditating, reflecting, and doing some serious thinking here. The 4 of cups can often indicate realizations and epiphanies. It's almost like this person, they tried to shut down love, or they tried to shut down their emotions, and this is a major life regret. These are all chalice cards. They're all cups. They're all about emotions. And I feel like this person here with the 4, you see how he's sitting on the sidelines. He's not getting involved. He's found a moment of peace, of quiet, a moment where he's backed away and had time to think. There could be regrets here that this person tried to think about things too much and not allow their emotions to take precedence over what they were thinking. I don't know what sign they were. I don't know if this person was mostly under water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but the 4 of chalices says to me there's a quietness or a solitude this person took emotionally. It's almost like they emotionally withdrew from you, Capricorn, that they sat on the sidelines. They didn't really get involved. They sat there, they tried to assess things, to understand things, when they should have let their emotions take hold, and they should have followed their emotions, but they chose not to follow them for some reason. And this could be a major, major regret that they're now living with. And they had that realization. The 4 of cups is about, having that epiphany. They had that. They had the emotions were there, but they chose to suppress them for one reason or another. Now, for some of you, the 3 of chalices has come up. Suddenly, the number 3 presents options. For some of you, this person might regret having someone else involved with them romantically at the same time as when they were involved with you. A third-party situation, an ex, someone else they were interested in, or this could be on your side, Capricorn. You might have had someone here, an ex you might have not dealt with. They might have been aware that someone else was interested in you, vying for your time, your energy, your love. And I feel like with the 3 of chalices, they might have regretted that, okay? So it could be that they regret there was a third-party situation involved. The 3 of chalices is seen as a card of celebration and just being in the moment here. So I don't know if this is seen as this person didn't take things seriously enough. They were out a lot. Maybe they were really, really social. Maybe they didn't take things seriously enough. Maybe they laughed things off. They didn't acknowledge your opinion or where you wanted things to go seriously enough. And there could absolutely be some sort of regret that they're now living and trying to cope with since that has happened. But for a lot of you, the 3 of chalices can definitely point to that. 3 of chalices can also be a card of friendship. So I don't know if some of you are going to hear about this through mutual friends. It could even be that they regret not having introduced you to their friends or invited you to something very special to them. A birthday party, a work event, meeting their family, some sort of celebration. Don't know if that's going to make sense for all of you, but it could be some sort of social event that they wish they had brought you to. Or it's them being at some sort of event that you know is coming up for them. And if they do have this sort of event, or they're around these sorts of people, people might be asking about you and what happened in the relationship. And this is going to definitely get the wheels turning. They're definitely going to start thinking about you, reminiscing, and definitely coming into regret here, or remorse for these sorts of things. But it could definitely be that third party, or having options. There's regret for having options, or even being distracted. You know, the Three of Chalices does bring a lot of excitement here. So I don't know if they were just too excited about other things that was happening around them, and as a result, they didn't take things seriously in the relationship. But that could most definitely be the case. But again, more water energy is coming up with the King of Chalices. This is seen as the King of Cups. And you can see this powerful stream of water here. There's fish pictured here, so I don't know if this is a Pisces. It could be. Or it's Piscean energy, which is once a Piscean gets involved and attached, then, you know, it's a very strong and deep bond and attachment. It could be that someone fell in love but they never communicated, or they were trying to fight it or rationalize. You see, he's doing thinking and contemplation here. This person tried to justify their feelings in some way. They didn't let go and let God, or they didn't submit to their emotions. They tried to suppress them. And in a way, it's not so much about communication here, Cappy. It's more about the fact that how they feel. They regret emotions somehow. And King of Chalices is a very powerful emotion, this stream that jolts up. It's a very strong current. It almost looks like a current emerging from the water. So, and currents are very powerful. They have a very powerful hold over us. They can take us to many different directions. And the force. Now, I don't know if it's something to do with force here as well. They could be regretting forcing you to feel a certain way for them. Maybe they forced you to get attached. Maybe they forced, or they were too clingy, or they threw a lot of emotional pressure on you, Capricorn. They could be regretting that, okay? And I say that because the currents is, you know, when I associate myself with, when I think about a current and I try to analogize it, it's powerful, it's consuming, it takes us and it can carry us away, or sweep us away. So I don't know if this is someone that got too emotionally involved with you, maybe got tried to pressure you too much, and that's where that regret is stemming from. Or it's that you pressured them emotionally too much. They got swept up, they felt the current, and somehow there's regret because of that. But it's all emotional. All the Chalice cards point to a very, very strong regret of emotion. Or it's letting themselves get swept up in emotion. That could be the case as well. And you know, the 3 and 4, this artwork is very nice because the 3 and 4 actually go hand in hand, the way it's been done. And in essence, he's looking at them. He's looking at their little display here. Okay, the 4 looks at the 3, the third party situation, the celebration. I don't know if this person was comparing you to someone else, but they could be regretting it. It's also ideology. Yes, he watches them for pleasure, but suddenly he's brought with ideas and inspiration because of their dance or whatever it is that they're performing for him here. So it's either this person is regretting having been distracted by other things, or it's they regret associating you, or they regret comparing you to something else. But it's detachment. He sits in the dark. He sits away from the splendor and the joy that is the 3. So maybe they're regretting having pulled themselves away, but again, it's more to do with emotions rather than anything else here, Capricorn. So they regret not fully expressing themselves emotionally, not being able to fall in love, not being attached because I had to rationalize it. But again, I don't know if that or being too forceful, the power of the current, the forcefulness. I don't know if they're if they took this sort of emotional approach, but if they did, it's probably that, I think, that has come up in the cards here. I will leave your reading at that though, Cappy, so I do hope this reading has been helpful. Don't forget to leave behind a like or a subscribe if you have enjoyed this reading. Otherwise, I'm sure I'll catch you very, very soon. So take care, everyone, and until next time, bye for now.